What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. We appreciate you tuning in on today, the 18th of November. It is the 18th, right? No, is it 19th? Oh my God, it's the 19th of November. Jesus Christ, who the hell knows? Who the hell knows what day of the week it is? But anyway, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to what is a very painful day, actually. Back to the lows of yesterday. So all those positive vibes weren't enough to sustain the market. I'm early by about 5 minutes. It's fine. Sometimes I go early. Depends if I'm sat here. Careful of dead cat bounces. That's exactly what it was yesterday. Exactly what it was, in my opinion, and we're going to keep doing now, which is why I said last night, be very mindful of this particular move in the market, because we have historically been on a elevator all the way down. So this is way worse than I think a lot of people are giving it credit for. I want to talk a little bit about why it's way worse, but it is way worse. This is no longer just a dump in the market. This is bad news, all right? Now, what's super weird and super interesting, and we'll try and keep an eye on what's going on with NVIDIA earnings, which are coming in tonight. But the stock market, the NASDAQ, everything else, all kind of performing pretty well. Bitcoin, absolutely in the toilet. Absolutely in the toilet. So, we will certainly try and keep his eyes on what is going on. And I guess answer any questions, which would be, is there any shred left of portfolios right now? Because, it's pretty wild. But any kind of ideas behind what is to come, what is coming, etc., etc., etc. So do me a quick favor, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high if you haven't already. Don't forget, share us out as well. We're live right now on TikTok, as well as been live here on YouTube as well. So shout out to everybody tuning in the stream. We appreciate you. Bod says Japanese carry trade unwinds the JPY rate. Fed will crash the markets and Powell will be forced to raise the rates like crazy. He might already. I don't think you need the Japanese carry trade. I think the US is going to go into a recession, which is definitely not good. BTC is fire in a jar. True. I'm down over 9K. Johnny. Oh, bro. You guys should check out UX link. Since the hack was stopped, all assets were locked and being returned to customers. Very interesting. Buy low assets. Nice, Richard. What's going on, buddy? Tomato Pizza as well. Welcome in, Mark. What's going on? Anyone worked out we're going to get out of this shit tip? Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. Fidelity just opened a Solana ETF yesterday. Not the best thing to do. Yeah, there's loads of ETFs. XRP ETFs, all the rest of it. It's kind of wild. Sounds like you were on the loop to a bit. Am I all right now? No, I should be all right, I think. I think right. Anyway, so what is going on right now? Here's the charts on Bitcoin, 89,528. We officially now hit a 30% decline from our all-time highs at around $126,000, 29.69%. And we've managed to accumulate and do that, by the way, which is insane if you think about it. We have managed to do all of that in less than 45 days. Pretty epic if you think about it. You 162 days to get there, a 45-day descent into the floor, into the pits of Mordor. We'll talk about it. Right, sorry, TikTok. It goes, did I do the weird thing on this? No, I didn't. Sorry. There you go, TikTok. So there you go. That is where we sit currently with Bitcoin absolutely tumbling down. Where does it stop? Well, we said yesterday, I think it was yesterday we were talking, didn't we, that actually still the price target remains the same, by the way. I'm still very much at this place where it's like 85,000 is kind of where I'm at. 86,698. That is my current price target for this breakdown for Bitcoin, where I think this might offer any kind of resilience. We said yesterday that this level here around the 382 Fibonacci 94,000 was a key level to hold, and we didn't. So my now price target 86,637. That's kind of where I get to a little bit. And I think we'll probably head there. There's no reason to stop it now. This is the thing. There's no reason to see it. So you're either in it and you're in it, or you really have to make a decision based on where you are and where your current portfolio is holding up. The fact we don't get a direct correlation here, you can see some of the stock market is actually green. The S&P 500 rallies 0.5%. Now, again, we'll get NVIDIA earnings when they come out. There's nothing come through just yet. So we want to sort of keep up to date with potentially any kind of outcome from NVIDIA. In fact, I might put it here because I'll probably be able to see it a little bit easier. But I don't necessarily think it will be any good. I think the big announcements for today are bad, all right? And we'll talk about what they are in just a second. So Hopefully we'll get, I don't know why you're looking like that. Hopefully we'll get NVIDIA earnings and we can sort of at least shed some light as to what the heck is going on. So yeah, so this is kind of where we sit right now. Is Twitter gone down again? Has everything gone down? Everything looks like it's all broken again. Anyway, closing below the 50-week moving average 2 weeks in a row is the only confirmation I need. Beebs, well, I mean, absolutely looks like it's coming, doesn't it? Let's just call a spade a spade. So 86,637, like we said, my current price. What is, you know, I guess what is the concern right now? We're nearly under 3 trillion, which we haven't been for a while. And there is no reason why we're going to keep moving down. That's the problem. We're not really getting anything that's like good news. It's not like, oh, the market's dipping, but don't worry. What's going on, Liam? Don't worry. There's going to be like some positive news. Like there isn't. And, you know, that's the kind of reality of it. Now, BODL XRP, maybe 2026 comes to people's rescues. At the minute, though, it feels like it's not going to. It feels very much uncomfortable right now. But yeah, institutions plus tariff equal bad news for crypto. Do you think we see BTC under 50K? I mean, 50K is a long way down. I think, yeah, I mean, look, it's all going to depend on this here, isn't it? So we, again, see a massive, massive outflow there. I mean, look at that from BlackRock. They've now dumped 15,000 Bitcoin in the last 7 days. Like, BlackRock are dumping like lunatics. The only thing that's a bit weird, by the way, is that actually we aren't seeing this as a complete market sell-off. So as an example, Fidelity bought today, as did Grayscale, as did ARK21, but for whatever reason, right now, BlackRock, iTrust are dumping like unfathomable amounts of Bitcoin. Think about it. You know, 15,069 times, let's give it an average of 92,000. They just dumped $1.3 billion in the last 7 days. We said that actually once BlackRock start dumping $1 billion, then get ready because that is going to be painful. And we are certainly therefore going to see some push downs in the market. Have you cut down your spawn? Yeah, I am, I said this the other night, like I'm probably now like 55, 60% into stablecoin. And I've been doing that since, man, when did I start selling that? Like 10 days ago, maybe? Something like that. So I'm not fully in stablecoin, but I am very much de-risked. I've de-risked my portfolio, so I don't really have a lot of outsider spot bags other than like Ethereum, Solana, XRP, like still in there. See where they go. The rest of it, I've pretty much gone in stablecoin now. So, but yeah, this is kind of where I'm looking at in terms of price targets on the weekly candles. You know, you can just kind of get a feel for where it is. We have a lower support range we've discussed, which is 71,152. As a potential then breakdown. But right now, you know, everything's coming down. Interesting enough, the 100-day weekly moving average sits just below the 236 Fibonacci at about 85,000. So that could be, you know, potentially a sort of big push down. But for me, right now, the lower range currently 86,637. I think we get there. And I do think we get there. And I think we maybe get there in the next 48 hours. And we'll talk a little bit about why I think that in just a minute. So it isn't really worth going into anything like altcoins. Ethereum broke out of the support range and is now tumbling back down. Ethereum will probably do something similar. If we were to look at, you know, where ETH sits on that Fibonacci, you can see there we've broke down below the 3192. So we're heading 2768 would be my next potential price analysis. You can see here that it becomes really strong resistance, actually, this 382 Fibonacci at 2768. What's going on, Selmo? But yeah, certainly my view is that we are going down. And then you look at the rest of the markets, XRP down 7%, breaking that support range we talked about. And the rest of the altcoin market, I mean, is just getting absolutely crushed right now. Weirdly, Fetch AI has gone green. And, you know, Zcash that is just literally sticking 3 middle fingers up at the entire crypto market is still pumping a little bit. But the wild bit, which is why you know something's bad, is the actual overall stock market held up pretty well. As did US Treasuries, longer-term US Treasuries. People are genuinely crapping their knickers that we're going to go into a recession. Extreme Feed has now hit 9. Like, what the fuck is that? 9? Like, you kidding me right now? Holy crap. 9 is very much bad news. We were not this low at the FTX crash. Now, it is worth being a sensible caveat, right? It is worth being a sensible caveat to say, well, if you've got broader market sell-off, you go, okay, maybe there is a genuine concern for the labor market. Maybe there's a genuine concern of recession. Maybe there's a genuine nervousness about where the market and the economy is going to go. The fact that the stock market didn't is weird, right? The fact that BlackRock is single-handedly dumping billions of dollars a week of Bitcoin is very interesting as well. If you were a conspiracy theorist, you'd be like, it definitely feels a bit weird. Like, why is the whole market not selling off? This will be the first bull run in history going into a bear market under extreme fear conditions. The first time ever in history, the bull market never hit any of the top indicators. You would officially say, even if the 4-year cycle held, that the market's totally different to what it used to be. Maybe that's institutions or not, but it's pretty wild. October and November were meant to be great months, but both massively bearish. It's not following the trend also, so pray for a Christmas miracle for December. I mean, maybe that could be true. Rob says, can you check? 12%? Really? No, that can't be right. Nvidia missed by 12%? No way, bro. If they missed by 12%, it would be all over social media, surely. Surely. I don't think it's been reported yet, has it? Nvidia earnings preview. This could have been another massive beat. Everyone is asking. There's Nvidia third quarter fiscal results. I don't think it's been announced yet. It says earnings in 20 minutes. I don't think it's been announced. Yeah, so Rob, yeah. No, I think it's nonsense. Look, I don't think they're going to come in with a negative, by the way. I think it's going to be massively green. That's my opinion anyway. That's my opinion. It's on manipulation, S&P just fine. Yeah, that's the weird thing. 5 p.m. Eastern. Okay, cool. Is that what time it is now? Oh, I am 4 p.m. Eastern. Oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, max fear in the market. Again, people absolutely panicking. And here is kind of some of the other problems you've got. Look at this. Maximum 95% of all Bitcoins bought in the last 155 days is now underwater. If you FOMO bought Bitcoin, you are in underwater territory. That's the reality of this. So you can see kind of how this stacks up. But lots of people now are getting wrecked. Oh boy. On this, on the back of it. So this is, again, not a good idea. And then at the same time, the bearish divergence that sent BTC lower. Apparently there could be a relief rally building, which would be the bullish divergence, albeit you can't really see it. But anyway, we'll come back to this chart because it's way more interesting. So given all this, let's bring Bitcoin back up just so I can see what the price is, just in case anything goes a bit crazy. And we want to be able to just dial into it, Dead Quest. Let's keep that there. So what is going on? Like, what the hell is going on? Anyone who bought in 22 hours underwater? Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? What is actually going on? So outside of everybody obviously now being in a loss, which is not great if you bought, the last 155 days, what is going on? Well, this is the problem, okay? So today it was announced that the jobs report, the BLS, so the Bureau of Labor Statistics, is not going to report the jobs report. Like, what the f are you talking about? The fact is now they're going to move the October jobs report to December, with the November jobs print now landing in December 16th after the December FOMC. December rate cut odds plunged 30% as the markets lose a key data insight. The markets are not stupid. That's the difference. And I think anyone who believes the markets are stupid, Mr. Donald Trump, I think is very, very, very unwise and is very naive to believe that markets don't know what the fuck is going on. So what you've got is basically this unwinding of the jobs data. Like, oh, no, we're not going to bring jobs data out. What do you mean? Why not? Well, the Democrats, we can't go back and we get all this data. Like, what the f are you talking about? So everyone's gone, oh, it's way worse. Now, it might not be. It might not be. I mean, it's unlikely to not be. But that basically means we're going to go 3 months without any jobs data. So you got December, Trump announcing that. And I thought it was very telling today. Very telling. Did you see the Trump speech at, I think it was in Saudi Arabia or something. Anyway, he gave a speech saying, like American economy is booming, which technically, if you look at the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, that's true. And he specifically said, we are creating so many jobs. There are so many jobs out there. And you're like, oh, it doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like it. Let me see if I can find this. Because it is wild. And I think it's a very telling. Here we go. I think it's very, very telling that he decided to specifically talk about this when the jobs market, or the jobs info, basically was like, yeah, we're not going to release this. This is not going to happen. And you guys need to shut the fuck up, basically. So, yeah, listen in. This is none other than Donald Trump talking specifically about jobs.
I view it differently. I used to view it as it's great, great, great. The stock goes up. I view it, everything is jobs now, because I don't care. I care about jobs. And we have more jobs. It was just announced We have more jobs right now than we've ever had in the history of our country. Those are big numbers. You know, it's like crazy. It's just a great stat. More jobs today than we've ever had in the history of our country. And we're going to be producing a lot more are coming. In my first term, we built the greatest economy in the history of the world, and now we're do it again. But this is really big.
So again, so you get there, you know, we've got more jobs. The reality is that, well, it kind of hasn't. ADP reports, again, we're not going to get it, but it's 42,000 new jobs. We all know that there was going to be all night. So this is kind of the market was like, nah, like you are absolutely talking nonsense here. Like you are full of it, bro. And so the market's totally like de-risked. They've gone, yep, screw this. We are out of here. September delayed to November. I'm probably patched up from whatever data they collected. October data never coming out ever. November coming out in mid-December, which is wild. Behind FOMC. So what you've got then is a Federal Reserve that's going to go in to basically decide on interest rates with no data. Like this is, I mean, it's kind of like playing chicken with the economy, I think, right? Because I think how this is playing out is, and you have to be naive to believe that Trump hasn't got this kind of data, right? You've got to be naive to believe that that's not the case because he 100% would. He'll have had an indication of it. He'll have a view of it. Like, they don't just magically pull this data and then just release it. Like, this data's come out. They've looked at it and gone, Jesus Christ, we can't release that. Like, no freaking way can we release that data. And therefore, they're like, yep, don't release it. You've got the government shut down. We can blame it on that. Let's sort it. So you're probably going to get, here's my guess, by the way. You're probably going to get something like, there'll be loads of stimulus stuff. So there'll be loads of investment into the US. There'll be loads of new jobs. You'll probably get an announcement from, let's think. Who would announce it? Maybe even Elon, right? Maybe. Like Trump was talking about Elon today when he was speaking as well. You're going to get some kind of announcements, right? Around companies investing in the US. I don't think they necessarily will go tariffs because I don't think you can afford to do tariffs right now, but the market's totally rejected this as a like thing. FJO says Nvidia's reported 200%. Did they really? Nah, bro, really? Did they really? Breaking. Oh no, that's Epstein survivors. Where are you guys getting this from? Like, I'm not seeing it. Oh, here we are. Oh no, no, shut up, bro. What the hell? Expected is 6.2. So yeah, 6.2 is what they're expecting. Okay. We'll keep an eye on that. I'm sure these will announce this, that I'm looking at right now. I mean, it'd be pretty wild if that was the case. But yeah, 6.2 on Nvidia. So, like I said, the markets totally and utterly have rejected this idea. Now, the problem you've got is loads of leading indicator data is suggesting that the economy is knackered. Well, not the economy, actually. The fact that we're going to see potential rate hikes as we move into a recession, okay? Which is kind of bad. The US forward-looking indicators suggest further decline in the US jobs market. So everything is kind of pointing, that jobs are going to get worse and that potentially is a recession on the way. Everything's pointing at that. But then on the other hand, you've got Trump going, oh, it's all fine. It's, guys, let me tell you, we just have got the most jobs ever. And you're like, oh, it doesn't kind of say that, bro. You can see this indicator here showing the 2001 recession and the Great Financial Crisis, both of which certainly started exactly as we are starting now. Now, could things change? Perhaps. Nvidia earnings are just minutes away, and the stock market is bracing for. I think they're going to come in with a gain. I mean, if it comes in with a loss, like holy crap! I mean, Jesus Christ, that would be bad. But I don't think they will. Personally. I think they'll come in. They're expected 6.2. So if it comes in at a negative, like imagine the swing on that. Thanks for telling me to sell other day. I am grateful. The dump continues. Yeah, it's pretty painful. 2-bit GEV stock. What do you think they'll do some sort of announcement? Nvidia. Oh, I said that, didn't I? Anyway, for something that was not supposed to be dependent on other markets, funny how crypto is. I mean, it's wild. Oh yeah, crypto's getting absolutely slaughtered right now. I'm down 45k. It's all fun and games, like playing chess on a big scale. I mean, that's true. So again, when you look at this, by the way, the expectation is that we are definitely going to see more potential weakening of the labor market, which in theory means that you cut rates, like what we talked about yesterday. Cut the rates, it's fine. Jerome Powell could have come in with an emergency rate cut, 50 basis points, and gone, yep, we need to stabilize the friggin' jobs market. Now, why is Powell going to do it? Like, this is the stupid thing. Why would he do it? Powell's going to go, yeah. That's why. I mean, you may get you may get a new Fed chair in before December, but I don't think so. I mean, you could play it out wildly. Roger says, don't cry in the casino. You know it, baby. You know it, baby. I mean, you could argue that maybe they pushed to try and get Stephen Mirren or even anyone as like an interim Fed chair before that December FOMC, so then they dump it. Now, we got Fed minutes out again today, which again aligns to this theory. Like, you know, they're not in a place where we thought we'd get overall sentiment that would be good news. It's not kind of the same, unfortunately. And actually, most people believe that we should see a rate hold, which is kind of wild, if you ask me. So let me just see. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. So here is the official Federal Market Committee open ideas. So this, look, we're not going to go into all of this, by the way, because it's not what we were interested in. Was kind of what other people were doing and more importantly, what their kind of sentiment and view was. But lots of people right now do not believe that we should cut further rates, which again is kind of going to be bad news. So, you know, we'll have to kind of see. But where is it? Participants' view on current conditions. So in their decision of inflation, participants observed the overall inflation have moved up since earlier in the year and remained somewhat above the committee's 2% longer-term goal. Participants generally noted that core inflation to remain elevated as disinflation in housing services have been more than offset by high goods inflation, reflecting in part the effects of tariff increases implemented earlier in the year, okay? Several participants observed that setting aside their estimates of tariff effects, inflation was close to the committee's target. Many participants, however, remarked that overall inflation had been above target for some time, that show little sign of returning sustainably to the 2% objective in a timely manner. Basically, no cuts. Participants generally expected inflation to remain somewhat elevated in the near term before moving gradually to 2%. Several participants pointed to the persistence in the core non-housing services inflation as a factor that may keep overall inflation above 2% in the near term, right? So basically what you're getting here is like, yeah, we're not going to do it. Several participants expressed uncertainty about the timing and magnitude of tariff-related price effects, noting that some businesses were reportedly waiting on adjusted price until tariff policies seemed more settled, right? A few participants suggested the potential recent productivity gains achieved through automation may help business support their profit margins and limit the extent of which cost increase and passed on to the consumer. Oh, yeah, bad news. All right. So, and it goes on a little bit talking about participants think it's bad news. And then specifically here on the labour market, participants observed that data available before the government shutdown indicated that job gains had slowed this year and that unemployment rate had edged up. So if they're going to be driven by data that suggests they should support the labour market, well, then they've got the only data they've got is that to say that it was getting worse before the government shutdown. And now you don't have any data. So it's going to be way worse. So yeah, participants generally attributed the slowdown in job creation to both reduced labour supply, lower migration, lower forced participation, and less labour demand amid moderate economic growth and elevated uncertainty. So, you know, all of that is kind of not good news, really. Kind of not good news. Where was the last bit that I wanted to... So, in discussing risk management considerations that could bear on the outlook of monetary policy, participants generally judge that upside risks to inflation remain elevated and the downside risks to employment were elevated and had increased since the first half of the year. So, many participants agreed that the committee should be deliberate in its policy decisions against the backdrop of these two-sided risks and reduced availability of key economic data. And most participants suggested that in moving to a more neutral policy stance, the committee was helping forestall the possibility of a major deterioration in the labour market conditions. No, Jerome, no! You're not going to support the deterioration in the labour market by holding rates. It's not the case. The problem is that you can't hold rates because the country's going to a fucking recession. So yeah, many of these participants also judged that with more evidence having accumulated the effect of overall inflation in the years, higher tariffs would likely be limited. It was appropriate for the committee to ease the policy stance to build downside risk. Many participants know that against the backdrop of elevated inflation readings and a very gradual cooling of the labour market, further policy rate reductions could add to the risk of higher inflation. They basically have set it up here to go, yep, we're not cutting in December, baby. That's it. We are in an economic war. Economy major shifts in currency happen a few hundred years. I mean, that's true. But lads, doesn't it just show no one has a clue what's going on? Yes, Aiden. And all this is made up. And basically, we sit here every night, talk about the crypto markets, and we seriously have no clue what's going on. You are right. So, yeah. I think that you've got this, which is wild. BlackRock just filed for a staked Ethereum trust in Delaware. Holy crap, that's wild. Maybe Ethereum's going to be the driver of the bull market. Let's go, Ethereum. Maybe. So, look, the reality is that, yeah, this is all bad news. All bad news, in fact. And, yeah, not good. And in my opinion, David, what's going on? Thank you for the heart me's, by the way. Don't forget, drop some likes on the stream. If you haven't already, give us a quick thumbs up on YouTube as well. Support the channel. It does help us out. And, yeah, daily heart me's, get them in. Definitely worthwhile. We just did up 3 cents. Why are you moaning? It's a long journey, not the shortcut. Enjoy the ride. Yeah, true, Harry. True. So what you've got right now, if you summarize, you've got previous job data and previous economic data that basically they're saying, look, we need as much data as we can get to make sensible decisions. You've then got the jobs data that's like gone, nope, we're not going to print the jobs data. So everyone's gone, yeah, screw this. Like the market's bollocks and we're getting the hell out of there. Now, when you say the market's bollocks, we literally mean the, weirdly, we're over 90,000 though. Hey, see, don't you fret, everybody. Someone told me to pump the market. I got you covered. NVIDIA reports a 57 billion in revenue. Holy shit. Wow. $57 billion in fucking revenue. That is insane. Shit the bed. Wow. I thought I'd been banned then on TikTok, but someone was supposed to go on course with them, but I don't even know what it is. Yeah, NVIDIA reporting 57 billion in revenue, higher than expected, and just in, BlackRock files for a new staked Ethereum trust in Delaware. Holy crap. Pump it up. No, who cares about dumps, everybody? You should have all bought the dip. Nah, seriously though, we're going way lower. Who the fuck knows what's going on? I've no idea. Right, let me see if we can get these NVIDIA earnings. NVIDIA Q3 adjusted EPS 130 beats 1.25 estimate with sales of 57 billion. That's $2.12 billion more. Holy crap. That is freaking wild. What's stock price? NVIDIA. Let's have a look at their stock price. What's it doing? NVIDIA is, it's not going super crazy. I thought it might have gone absolutely wild, but yeah, man. Wow. NVIDIA, NVIDIA. Wow. Holy shit. That's insane. NVIDIA just went crazy. Well, fair enough. AI, baby. The AI boom is in tech. The AI bubble's still in. The AI bubble is still in. Don't worry about it. NVIDIA is saving the day. I mean, it's not. Trust me, we're literally going back down again. Like, yeah, you might get a little bit of hopium, like, oh, here we go, baby. Let's go green. And it's going to go and dump straight back down again. Buy XRP, safe bet. Fairground knows what's up. The financial system will collapse and migrate to the world chain network. I mean, that'll be wild. I'll get our eyes scanned. Keep talking how bad it is. Starting to move back up. Diamond, I got you. Man, stock rises 5% after the announcement of their earnings. Holy crap. What does it put NVIDIA's market cap at? Like 5.1 trillion or something. That is in freaking insane. 194.34 on NVIDIA. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty wild in fairness. It's fine. The Federal Reserve's going to cook. Anyway. Well, did you see that Meta is starting to accumulate now? So, Meta is starting to fund for potentially summer. I mean, I saw it early on. I can't remember what it was. But Meta is starting to really get some shit together. Like, expect maybe their next earnings report to come out pretty well, or they're going to start to boom into the AI. I feel like something to do with Meta is going to come out soon. Sonny Rajput said we're all doomed to the crypto world. Yeah, maybe we should have all just bought tech stocks and we'd have been absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. So again, let's just talk a little bit more about what's going on. You've got mass fear in the market, by the way. Look at this. 8 days of brutal extreme fear in the market. Now the longest extreme fear streak since FTX. That's kind of where you want to be at right now. Like we are in FTX kind of worlds where the whole, I didn't mean to click that. The whole world, its nan is literally like getting the out of dodge. You can see there, look, BTC is going through its second biggest pullback of the bull run. Now, the debate will be, is it the bear market? Or is it a pullback? Well, I mean, you've got to make your own decisions on it. At the minute, it feels bad news. I mean, look, BTC is coming back down again now. So, yeah. Although we got a little bit of a rally, it is unfortunately on its way down. We go to the hourly chart. Maybe I need to get rid of this Fibonacci. So yeah. Tap the likes, legends. Let's do it. Viva La Bacon in the building. Cool Cow, what's going on? I was waiting for the dip below $2, ready to buy in. It went up. Oh no. It's getting a little pump. Yeah. Well, I mean, NVIDIA earnings come in absolutely wild. So, I mean, fair play. $200 XRP, $200 XRP, $200 Nvidia is pretty crazy. Aiden says, buy Ondo last, lads. Great price. Sub Crypto Puppet. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Cool cat as well. See you in the building. So, yeah, I mean, look, Bitcoin's going to come back down, though. This is kind of where we are. So what else have we got going on that we need to be aware of? And I guess, is there anything? Is there any glimmer of hope? No, the answer is short-term holders dropped to 0.97, meaning most recent buyers are selling at a loss. Like, everyone is properly dumping their Bitcoin. Short-term sellers slipping down as people capitulate. Maybe this is the reason that we might actually get some more positive. People are just dumping it. Maybe this, it would be insane, wouldn't it? Think about it. Let's put our tinfoil hats on, right? Put your tinfoil hat on. Wouldn't it be insane if BlackRock just is like dumping the market, max fear, everyone's absolutely, cacking their pants. And then, yeah, we want to list a new ETF. How do you feel about that, guys? Like, how do you feel about, well, great, actually, BlackRock, yeah, let's do it. Why not? If they believe the bear market's coming, I'm not sure why they would need to do that, which is kind of insane. So, yeah, plus 3% on NVIDIA. That's wild. That is wild. Can BTC come back, bro? BTC will definitely come back. It's not about whether it can come back. It's about when it comes back. That's the question. BTC historically has always gone up, and technically it probably should always still go up as well. Given the fact you've got a scarce asset and you've got, complete adoption of it. The reality is it's never about why, it's never about if, it's always about when, in my opinion. Massive green candle on NVIDIA. Yeah. Some of the, yeah, never a true word been said. Bull market 2021, bull market 2025. Exactly that. Yeah, I mean, NVIDIA is absolutely skyrocketing right now. And look, you've got a little bit of a relief rally in BTC, but it's not going to be much. NVIDIA CEO Jen Sung says sales of their Blackwell chip. Right, okay, cool. Yeah, look at that. Look at that, bro. Like, what? I don't understand why all the doom and gloom. How is the dip any different to the April tariff dip? Because the April tariff dip was on a one-time event, which was tariffs, which generally speaking, were going to just impact at that moment in time. The US jobs market is absolutely collapsing, and people are really nervous that, the US is going to go through a recession. That's the difference. April was never about a recession. It was about a one-time impact that no one had really sort of priced in or was aware of. Does it mean that we are going to go into a recession? Probably not. I mean, I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of where we get to. And I think that's the difference between April and now, is that max fear in the market, people generally believing that, a recession's coming. Now, is the recession going to come? I mean, that's the thing. They've got to cut rates. Can the Fed cut rates when it doesn't know what's going on? Yeah, it's an insane candle. It's still pushing as well. 6.7% up on the day. Let's just move this to the top, then I can keep an eye on what's going on with BTC as well. So yeah, so as you can see, BTC is coming down right now. So BTC dumping, and NVIDIA is 6.7 as well. Next year, 200k BTC. Who's with me? Thanks for the follows. Appreciate it. Don't forget, if you are interested in all things cryptocurrency, drop me a quick follow. If you haven't already subscribed here on the channel as well, drop me a quick subscribe. It's hard work. When crypto's naff, no one cares. So I just need you guys to hit the subscribe button, which would be a massive help. So yeah, that's the difference, by the way, I think. So what else is kind of coming? Okay, so you've got max fear in the market, potential risk of recession. You've got, no jobs data, like literally just like, nope, pull the rug on the jobs data. No one's getting that data. Like, I'll take on gold. Yeah, I'll double back onto that and give me 2 minutes. What, if anything, can we look at to say maybe there is some optimism? We discussed potentially 2026 as a bull market cycle top. Can this come in? New liquidity comes into the market. Maybe it rotates on the stock market, yada, yada, yada. What else can we be marginally positive? Well, look at this. The Federal Reserve reversed repo facility is plummeting. This is good news. Less banks are deciding to get liquidity out of the market. And actually now it's back below $1 billion for the first time since March 17th. QE and money printing are coming. So this is kind of important. The repo repurchase agreement is descending down. Good news. Banks, we looked at yesterday, it was actually under $1 billion. I think it was like 0.68 or something. So, the fact is that this is going to be good news. If you then have got in a world of saying, well, they're less asked about taking more and more money out of this, banks don't need as much as they kind of believe they've got in the past, then this is sort of sort of reasonable news. Ticked up a little bit, 1.129 yesterday, so nothing super crazy, but this is kind of good news to a degree. Gold, my take on gold. Do you mean as like to invest in it? I mean, it depends. If you want a relatively safe asset class that generally goes up and is probably going to be a reasonably good store of value, then yeah, gold's probably not a bad shout. And yeah, I mean, you could argue that if you want to go in, where does gold sit in recessions? Where does gold sit in, times of real economic downturn? Well, generally it does pretty well. Generally gold will do pretty well. So again, you got to kind of think of it. You got to think of it that way. So would I be converting everything into gold? Maybe not, because I think gold could come down a little bit further. And I think it was definitely like FOMO, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of where it is right now. Bitcoin, crypto markets, that's where the proper legends play. That's my opinion. But yeah, look, you can see this Bitcoin's about to go back below 90K. So the euphoria of NVIDIA earnings, thinking everyone's going to dump NVIDIA earnings at that massive gain and come back into Bitcoin. Not, unfortunately, the case. So again, we talked a little bit about this from Titan of Crypto, saying that potentially a relief rally could be next unless the divergence fell. So if we get a bullish divergence, maybe, just maybe, we get it. It does need us to find a bottom, though, and this is the problem. We don't seem to find the bottom of the market, and we continue to come down. So yeah, funny, Trump's 250% tariffs on China October 10th could have been the top, continued downward pressure since then. I mean, Beebs, that's true. We talked about this yesterday. And by the way, no one's giving me credit for the fact that technically for the whole of the entire market uptrend, I was saying end of October. Like we said yesterday, I listened back to my live stream and I was like, what? Jesus Christ, I can't believe I actually said October I didn't sell. Oh, anyway. Everything's going down. We need to pay attention to the price of oil. Why the hell are we paying the price? Why is oil such a thing? Why would it be? Go on, Bits Blaze. You need to enlighten me as to why oil would be the thing. Man, I don't even have oil on there. What happened to oil? There we go. Oil India Limited. There we go. What is it at right now? When oil goes up, crypto will go up. Is that true? I feel like that's not true. Are you gaslighting me, Bits Blaze? Glomax says, is Elon on ETH a good buy? Don't know. Remind me in about 5 minutes. I'll take a look at it when we look at the DeFi market. M2 money supply. We follow that trend soon. Well, this is the problem though. We aren't, and we have decoupled quite aggressively from this. So if I add this to here, which should be money supply here. If you add in, money supply, which will make orange, just makes life easier to see it. Let's make it orange, big line. So that is the kind of M2 supply a little bit to a degree. So, we're not following it that well. That's the reality. We've almost decoupled a little bit from M2, which, isn't particularly great. So yeah, we need to watch out. Generally speaking, if you get, if we get some kind of upside momentum push, then we might be it. But again, look at the price of oil. So we've decoupled from oil. Oil is on the rise, right? Is oil going up in price? I feel like oil's going up in price. Decoupling from the petrodollar is an interesting inverse trade option. That's true. What on earth's happened? Just see my portfolio. It's down 15K in a week. So no jobs reports and the real concern of US recession. But right now, I mean, we are decoupled from oil right now. When oil goes up, prices go up for everything. It's not true, though. You guys are not. It's not true. What are you talking about? Bit to 74K. I think what did we say at the start of the stream? I can't remember. 86.6. I think we've got on our price. Right now, the price of oil is decoupled from Bitcoin and has been, in my opinion, since about mid-October. So I guess the question is, why is Bitcoin aggressively selling off? And you could argue and say, well, maybe if you attribute to like the stock market, then fine. Yeah, the stock market's actually holding up. Gold's holding up, silver's holding up. I mean, look at the S&P 500, by the way, which if you said, I mean, this is probably the other bit to say, the gold price is actually mirroring. It is actually mirroring the stock price. So yeah, you could argue and say gold is gold. What am I talking about? Not gold. What color would oil be, by the way? Red. Should a big fat red. So you're right in saying that oil is performing alongside the S&P 500, the traditional stock markets. It's not with Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin's totally decoupled from the market, which, if you put your tinfoil hats on, may be a reason. TJ, what's going on? Why is everything decoupled from Bitcoin? Why is everything else doing well and Bitcoin's not doing well? Maybe that's for a video tomorrow that you guys might want to check out. Remember, Bitcoin and macroeconomic update videos come out at 11:30. A little bit later on in the day, they come out around everything. By the way, if you haven't seen my video today that talks specifically about Atlantis on Monad, I recommend checking that out. You've got a few days left to get into the IPO pre-sale. And yeah, I would advise taking a very much good look at it and see what it's all about. If you're interested, head on over to 2Bit Crypto on YouTube, and you can take a look at what's going on over there. So it's a great project. I'm super, super excited about it. I am also doing some work with the team as well, but head on over to youtube.com/2bitcrypto and watch this video here. Talks all about it. There's a link in the description if you're interested as well. But yeah, if you're interested in Monad, which is the new Coinbase-backed chain coming out, and you want to see a new perp dex that's going to launch on there, check it out. Worthwhile. Also, by the way, while you're here, click on this join button and become a channel member, get access to our premium Discord. Definitely worth it. Okay. So Bitcoin is rallying, man. Nvidia 6.7 is still going absolutely batshit mental, which is great. And oil being a complete divergence to that. So yeah, look at that, man. That's wild. To bit, you don't do the marble races anymore. Not really. I was thinking about this. Maybe we could do something in the Discord. Maybe I feel like maybe I should do something a bit more in the Discord than I'm doing at the minute. So maybe we do something in there. But if I'm just dead honest, Crypto Puppet, and I'll be dead honest with everybody, since stopping them and the kind of whole Marbits thing that we sort of stopped, the channel is growing really, really well. The live stream audience is growing really, really well. So I'm not saying people didn't like it. It felt very niche and very short, very kind of to a specific group of people. So then people will be coming in going, what the fuck is this? Like, I've walked in for a crypto content show and you're talking about pissing marbles. So yeah, we stopped it, but I was thinking maybe we'd do something in the Discord, which would be kind of good fun. So hodling the shit out of my portfolio from Q1 2026. Let's go. Elon on ETH. Okay, let me bring it up. Is it just called Elon, or is it? Are you talking about Dogelon? Man, no Fed rate cuts and we're crashing hard. Yeah, Nadar. Potentially no Fed rate cuts. Potentially no rate cuts. I'm cool with that. I won 100 once. Well, there you go. Lots of people. I mean, some people won like $2,000. Rich said, when institutional trades for oil are no longer required to trade by the US, and less transactions are done in the US, then it doesn't shift with currency markets. I mean, that's true as well. That's true. Is it Dogelon on Mars? I'm assuming it's Dogelon on Mars. Is it this one you're talking about? Or is it this? Elon launched a year ago. I don't want to get the wrong one. Glowmans, let me know which one it is. And once again, thank you for the $2 donations. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Right. Okay. Hope for rotation. Yeah, I mean, fingers crossed. It is wild that BlackRock have filed for that ETH staking ETF. The Christmas Eve Marbles race will be fun if Mrs. 2bit would let you do the stream. We could probably do one the night. So I live alone at Christmas, all right? I think we've talked about this before. I am on my own at Christmas. So my missus and all my kids, my missus and the 3 kids leave me on about the 21st of December because of the job I do. So yeah, so I'll be on my own 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. I then work my normal day and then I drive. This year we're going to her parents. So I drive to her mum and dad's house. So maybe 23rd, we could do into 24th. Maybe we do like an extended crazy stream. What day is the 23rd of December, by the way? It's a Tuesday. Okay. Pretty interesting. But yeah, that's where we are. But man, where's Glowmans? Glowmans, you need to tell me which one it is and I'll bring it up. But right, let us close this. Top one, yeah. Dogelon on Mars. Okay, cool. So, is it a good buy or not? Here's just my opinion. It's an old school meme that is just going down. So, hopefully you're not in it. If you are, then fine. But if you are thinking like, maybe, do I get into this play? Is this going to be good news? The short answer is no. There is way, way better opportunities with newer launched coins than this. Think about it. It is way down from its all-time high. It's absolutely never going back to it. It's 97% down. If you are in this, then I'm sorry, depending on when you got in. If you're not, run for the hills, because I definitely won't be invested in this. Just my opinion. And it's an old school 2021 bull market type coin. So yeah, not for me. I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, that's what I wanted to show you guys. So we haven't really answered the question. Is there some positive news on the horizon? Could we see a potential change in it? We talked about the repo debt coming down. Now, Governor Stephen Mirren. Stephen Mirren also talked about today. He was getting into kind of all his bits and I guess specifically what he believes they should do and how they support the markets, which I think is important. He said, my goal today is to share the core principles that will help guide my decision in making this area, including how regulation affects the Fed balance sheet, as well as the current efforts to reform bank leverage requirements. Now, bear in mind, Stephen Mirren is like super bullish. He is 50 basis points, Trump appointed to a degree, blah, 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 right? Where does he get to? As we make progress in peeling back regulations, I expect optimal level of reserves may drop below where it is now and at least relevant to GDP. And the size of the banking system, it's possible that in the future, the appropriate to resume shrinking the balance sheet. Stopping runoff today does not necessarily mean stopping it forever. So he's like, stop reducing the balance sheet, can print some money. Like, this is kind of where he's at. That would also enable us to reduce our interest payments on reserves. If we go far enough with removing regulation, we'll be able to limit perception that the Fed is picking winners and losers to regulation, asset purchasing, credit allocation decisions. But before further reductions in the balance sheet, we first have to get the regulation right and ensure that bank balance sheets are flexible enough to environment with a smaller Federal Reserve footprint. So that's the reality. He is like, yeah, stop reducing the balance sheet, which is generally quantitative tightening. It's restricting the market a little bit. He's like, no. Stop doing that. We need to print money. We need to make sure the banks are solvent. Now, they did kind of do it, by the way. I don't know if you saw $6 billion. They just like printed in some treasuries for a laugh. But yeah, that's kind of what he's suggesting. And more importantly, he's absolutely in a world that bank deposits should start to go up. People don't trust the banking system. And that the fact of the matter is that the Fed needs to be in a world of making sure that the banks are not at a risk of solvency, i.e. using that Fed repo debt that we talked about as well. So he is still very much, he'll still vote to cut it 50 basis points, I think. 2-bit RSR is a great buy right now. Last 2 years has gone up 1 cent for 2 years and going to 1 cent again. Nice. It's 0.003 now. RSR, is that just what it's called? This one, yeah. Reserve right, $226 million market cap. Obviously, this is not a great pairing because it's got really bad liquidity, but this one, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I can see that it's gone up. I mean, it does look particularly challenging. What the hell happened here? I mean, it looks wild in fairness, but yeah, shout out to you if you're bullish on that. Doge Lamar has been crashing since the last bull run. Yeah, it looks like it. Beg, what's going on, buddy? Welcome in. So, yeah, pretty wild, man. Look at Nvidia, bro. What the heck is that? Jesus. Man, that is a wild candle right now. Holy crap. Holy crap. We could do with a little bit of that in into the crypto market. But yeah, that is insane. God candle on Nvidia. Yeah, if you're in Nvidia, like, shout out to you. Shout out to you. I'm sure many people will have been in that trade. Maybe they were big on it. Maybe they didn't. I don't know. But it's pretty wild if you ask me. Pretty wild if you ask me. By the way, guys, don't forget, give us a little thumbs up if you haven't already. It's the bottom of the screen. Also, if you want to become a channel member, click on that join button. And by the way, if you just want to get into our totally free Discord, then it's dead simple. Link in the description on my bio here. Just click on that. Get yourself in there. It's a totally free Discord. If you want to get access to some of our trade alerts, etc., grab that channel membership. But I can see some of the people are coming in. Selma's in. Kenneth, welcome in to you guys. Bullish on you joining the Discord. 283 members right now. It's on the 1 hour, Curtis. Ciao, 2-bit, can you check when tokens Solanax AI go live and where, please? Yes. Is there anything on there like social media posts? I'll try and have a look here, but yeah. Stupid phone screen so small. Yeah, and it's fine. Yeah, it's the 1 hour. I mean, it's still moving as well, which is almost insane. Curtis says, God, I got Nvidia. Nice. Right. The last 24 hours before listing tomorrow, the exact time already announced. A major listing of Soldex will take place. TG and claim will be available on our website. Make sure that you have connected your Sol and EVM wallet for proper tokens. So yeah, 24 hours by the looks of it, and it looks like it's listed on Bitmart from trading pairs. Go live 11/20th at 4 p.m. UTC. So you'll be able to claim your wallets on EVM and potentially sell them in Bitmart, is what I can see on here. So yeah, they're listing on Bitmart. Important note is the Soldex token will launch on the Solana network and be available across centralized and decentralized exchanges to ensure smooth distribution. Please submit your Solana wallet address to our website if you purchase through an EVM network. So yeah, check out their. I just go to their Twitter page, but it looks like Bitmart is where you're going to be able to get them. Another shite day. I can't take any more of this now. MB23, I know. Nvidia though, what? Crypto market cap is still above 3 trillion. I think it's about to take off. Marty, let's hope so. I'm down for it. I mean, the market is up a little bit. So we were 3.02 when we came live, and we're now at 3.06. So yeah, I mean, the market's holding up pretty well. I guess on a down day. I mean, look at the 90,500. So Bitcoin is kind of pushing back up. This is like, I don't believe that Nvidia earnings are the reason the markets suddenly change and we're like all of it. We're like super, super bullish on it, but. Yeah, what's it? 26K down in the past 6 weeks, bro. Yeah, it's hard work. It is hard work, my friend. I feel your pain. I'm thankful I've been invested in tech and the S&P, therefore crypto is easier to stomach at times. That's true, Beebs. No problems, Tiberary or Tiber or Tibe. I'm just going to call you T. It's easier. Man, I think I've got like heartburn right now. I've got heartburn. Look at the price of Nvidia and like Bitcoin. Oh man, who the hell will be in this market? You might have to refresh your Nvidia chart. It's flagging out, but still pushing. I mean, it's moving. I mean, I can refresh it, I guess. Shane, thank you for the heart, me man. Appreciate it. What's going on, broski? Where are we? Nvidia 194. I mean, it's still going absolutely wild, by the way. BTC 90,000, just under 90,500. So think of all the people who bought the tops and were sitting here laughing. Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, but look, we said that, didn't we? Sometimes being in the market early is good news because it does give you a little bit more, views. But yeah, confirmation of the bear market comes this Sunday. BTC closes below 95K. I mean, what's the reason why it pushes back to 95K? I mean, we'll have to get some pretty bullish news, but, that nuclear winter was about time to buy. Yeah, it's true. It's true. The pits of the 2021 bear market was definitely when everyone should have been buying, but yeah. Market bumps after Nvidia announces record quarterly revenue. 57 billion is absolutely insane. I mean, just think about that. 57 billion in a month. To where would you like to see ETH close of? Of course, 5K. As in, close when? Like the year or like the day or what? I mean, you want to try and get ETH needs to get back above some key support levels, doesn't it? That's kind of the key thing for me. So I mean, this support here around 3,000 is probably where I want to see ETH get to. But yeah, I'd like to see it come way higher. I always thought ETH would be like. I mean, I had a price tag at one point, it was 8 to 10 grand. Fucking hell, we just broke all-time high. Like, think about that. It's wild. Oh man, I've got such bad heartburn right now. How bad can this get? I mean, yeah, it could get worse. In my opinion, it'd get way worse. I mean, we could think about it. If BlackRock just dumps $1 billion worth of crypto every single day, like Bitcoin, yeah, it's bad news. Gerard says we're not done yet. You said ETH 12K. Curtis, you look cool with that orange badge, by the way. So do you, Robert Nova. Like that. The gold badge. Gold standards. You're running the USDT, not the net. Oh, sorry. Does that make a difference? I can just do that one, I guess. Although that's not right. Different charts. Okay. Buy bottom, wait and buy. Axe knows what's up. Yeah, crazy how Nvidia's market cap is bigger than crypto. Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? It's insane. I mean, what is it now? Nvidia market cap. 4.54 trillion. I guess that needs updating, by the way. But yeah, I mean, it's absolutely freaking insane. Not even is it just more, it's 1.5 more. Like, what? Yeah, imagine being the CEO of that bad boy. MSCI down 9% today. Is that what it is? Jesus. Have we still got that on the charts? Strategy. No. Weirdly got BSV on there. I don't know why. Here we have 186. Yeah, 9.8. Holy crap. But then that's because it's correlated to Bitcoin, isn't it? Like the whole business model is like, the whole business model of MicroStrategy is built on Bitcoin. So while Bitcoin's going to the floor, then yeah, it's like, yep, that's down. Coinbase down 1.7 as well. So just different speeds. Okay. How does this affect Mark? How does this affect microservice strategy? Well, his company will come down because the fact of the matter is that his company depends, or yield that he generates is dependent on Bitcoin. So yeah. Oh yeah, on the macro side of things, like yeah, you would argue that actually that this is fine. The same with Bitcoin and everything though, isn't it? Like, yeah, overall, I mean, what's his average buy price? 101 or something we talked about yesterday. So but yeah, you'd argue that for anything. I mean, Bitcoin, like we said earlier, you know, historically Bitcoin is or should continue to the upside. Google hit an all-time high this morning. Berkshire Hathaway announced an investment and Google has them up. So did they? Because obviously they're massively in cash, aren't they? They're massively in cash on Berkshire Hathaway. Mass manipulation at its finest, this 2-bit. I mean, that could be true. I mean, literally, BlackRock dumped 5,000 Bitcoin today and then announced a staked Ethereum ETF, which is insane. Oh, God. Sailor's average buy price is like 74K. I don't think it is. Is it? I don't think it is. I think it's high. I think it's way higher than that. I think it's way higher than that. Let me have a look. Oh man, didn't mean to do that. Maybe not. I don't know. I thought it was. Sol is pumping, is it? Man, we need something to pump. Sol is not pumping. It's 135. Other than gold, are you into platinum, osmium 2-bit? No. Funny enough. No, I'm not. I thought I had Sailor's like tracker on here. Should I be though? That's the question. Man, I thought I had Michael Saylor's tracker thing on here, but maybe I don't. That is super annoying. Oh, yes, I do. I thought I did somewhere. Does a MicroStrategy collapse at 73K? So, right. So, let's see. I definitely don't think it's that, though. BTC yield, performance versus BTC, share cost in Satoshis. Performance. BTC price. Share price. No. Man, I thought it would be on here. Accumulation. Stock price, 3 months. BSE return. Market cap. Anyone know what the average price was? That's super annoying, actually. I thought it was on here. Oh, there we are. Yeah, you're right. Average cost per BTC, 74,433. Holy shit. Fair enough. Wow. Wow. I did not think it was that low. Oh, yeah. Well, no wonder Sailor doesn't care. Sailor's like, what? It's 100K? Yeah, fine. Screw it. I'm just going to buy some more. Let's go, baby. Michael Saylor's like, what the hell? I don't even give a shit. Man. Okay, fine. I take it back. Sorry. I take it back. It's 74K before last purchase. Man, you guys are way smarter than I am. Way smarter than I am. XRP is going to reshape the financial system. I hope so. I'm down for it. El Salvador bought over 1,000 BTC today. Did they actually? I did see, what's he called? Nikeli Beke or something. What's he called? Bekele, I don't even know. Do I have the El Salvador wallet on here? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Can't remember. The problem with micro is the stock is selling big time too. The average buy price is the stock price and both considered. That's true. That's true. Bad news. BlackRock just sold more BTC than ever. They dumped $500 million. Yeah, we know that. El Salvador. El Salvador is trending right now, which is kind of wild. So El Salvador Bitcoin. Did they really buy 1,000? Holy crap. Just in El Salvador buys $100 million worth of Bitcoin. November 18th. That was yesterday. Fair play. Fair play. I mean, yeah, this is an interesting tweet, isn't it? While you are scared, 4 countries just bought Bitcoin: the UAE, El Salvador, Luxembourg, Czech Republic. I said that about Saudi Arabia yesterday. If you remember, I was like, isn't it weird that like all of a sudden, you know, the most crypto positive US president is meeting with a emerging country that's now starting to get into tech and Bitcoin. Maybe it's all a big ruse. Maybe we're going way higher and people are getting shaken out like massive choppers. We may be smarter, but you're better looking. That's not true either. I'll take it though, RK06. I'll take it. So, yeah, Alvin. Alvin, you didn't reply to my message either. Just saying. So, XRP, we've got loads of stuff coming. GXRP launching Grayscale. Bitwise is live tomorrow. I think, hold on a minute because I need to go into my... You know that I've got people on the ground, people that are very well connected into all of this stuff, sending me some alpha. They actually sent me some stuff earlier on. So you have got, congrats, XRPC is not what I want to talk about here. Bitwise is going to launch their XRP ETF tomorrow. Description page on Bloomberg Terminal is up. Ticker will be $XRP, which is an elite ticker, which is good. Sentiment in the crypto market is bad. The market overall is bad. I personally don't think so. We are coming to the end of quantitative tightening, the largest capital market in the world. I wouldn't be overly bearish right now. Everybody... Oh, look at that. I'm going to bring that on the screen. Let's go. Alvin. I did want to say it yesterday, and I hope you don't mind me saying it, Alvin. I think this is a fair thing, but Alvin had to go for a scan today to make sure that he was all good and make sure all the cancer doesn't come back. And great news, he's not. So massive shout. That's why I didn't want to announce it yesterday. I didn't want to be like, Alvin's going to have a scan, but mate, that's awesome news. I mean, that is, I told you this when we spoke on the phone the other day, that good people eventually win. Just be a good person, and you are a good person, my friend. So that is amazing news. And yeah, I'm excited for the next step of what you're doing, bro, because it's going to be insane. So shout out to you. Mad love to Alvin. Give him some hearts up in the chat. Well done, Alvin. You legend. Legend. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. It's great news. Great news. Crypto Puppy says, smash the likes, guy. Yeah, smash the like for Alvin as well, you massive choppers. Come on. Shane's got some hearts over here. Everyone's giving some hearts on TikTok. Shout out to everybody there. Let's go. So, yeah, Sailor's average price is 74k. Yeah, that's insane. I didn't think it was that bad. I mean, look at these. I didn't even realize some of these. I totally forgot I had this statistical idea that we can literally just call on me whenever we need. So, yeah, I mean, pretty insane like that. Pretty insane. So, yeah, good old Bitcoin strategy. Michael Saylor, bullish. Bullish. Alvin, TJ Poulter, getting it bullish, baby. So, let's go in here. Let's see where we are. I mean, do we get a potential little relief rally? Maybe. Nvidia is obviously driving the market a little bit. I don't think it's going to be super crazy, but you never know. You never know. What I think is interesting, and let's talk a little bit. Let's kind of flip it the other way, right, man? Look at this. Nasdaq 100 futures extend gains to 1.5%. Wow, if you're long on fucking Nvidia, holy crap. I'm new to investing. What's the sell point for Nvidia at 195 now? Never sell Nvidia. Bro, why would you sell Nvidia? Like, think about it. They just reported the biggest revenue in a quarter ever. Like, I mean, that is insane. Pretty mind, it's a $4.5 trillion company, just did 5% on its share price. What? I mean, if you're smart, you go and leverage your shares and get debt. But I mean, I wouldn't advise that. And by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. It's just my opinion. But I mean, it depends. I mean, I think Nvidia is one of those that you would just hold as like, just to have. I mean, Jesus, they just reported like one of the craziest earnings reports ever. Wild. Wild, if you ask me. But yeah, anyway. Tibby, do you have a live purchase heat map? As in the liquidity heat map, yes. That is not what you want to see, though. This was what you want to see. Also, average BTC mine is around 70k, could be the bottom. Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about whether we think that the bottom is in. Like, do we think we're going lower? Do we think we're going higher? Like, you know, what's kind of everyone's thoughts right now? There is, I mean, look, we've absolutely nuked liquidity down to the downside. So, I mean, here's the thing, though. You've got really low trade. Like, there'll be almost nearly no confidence in the market right now. Like, people are not going to come into this market right now and I think really risk it for a biscuit. I just don't think they're going to do it. So, yeah. I cash out like 22 bucks on that Bitcoin miner game on my cell phone. I have like 23,000 sats in about 2 months. Crazy. What's that? Over time, we always go higher. Marty, never a true word being said, bro. Never a true word being said, actually. So, yeah. Certainly, I guess if you were arguing, you'd say there's a little bit more to the upside, although there very much is not a lot. And it's probably down to, yet again, seeing this, look, $647 million wiped out. Like, this is the problem, I think. This is the problem. So, yeah, definitely bad news when it comes to this. And I think until this kind of sorts itself out, which may be the Clarity Act. I don't know if you saw Brian Armstrong talking yesterday saying that we could expect Clarity Act in December. So we may get some, like, you know, some arsing about. We may get some, like, arsing about now for the next month until the Clarity Act comes in. And then maybe, just maybe, it starts to kind of be a bit more like normal. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yo, sexy is the little pump of NVIDIA. How good is that? Can we push 100k now? I mean, I hope so, bro. I hope so, but it doesn't feel like it, does it? It doesn't feel like it. What was that? Someone was asking about it. What's inflows and outflows of XRP? Do you mean to like exchanges? So I have some of that data right now for you. Look at this. This is the exchange inflows into Binance specifically. So not a lot, actually, which is wow. We got a big spike on November 15th as people moved in. But yeah, not a lot. In terms of outflows, are we seeing much in terms of outflows? Probably net, nothing really too crazy. Outflows in USD, so people dumping XRP, not really. Whale to exchange transactions. Let's see this one. This could be interesting as well. I like a bar chart better. So even that on the monthly, like not a lot, a little bit on the weekly. So yeah, I mean, no one's really selling. Obviously, people are selling XRP because that's why the price is going down. But I wouldn't have said no one's really dumping it. I mean, it's down nearly 5.9%. So it's a big old sell-off, actually. Alts are getting demolished while BTC holds, you know, alts are getting kind of wrecked. But XRP getting hammered, ain't moving up really. Yeah, that's true. Could an ETF he's on about? The ETF, I mean, we have the Rex Osprey ETF down here somewhere. Where is it? Can't remember where I put it now. Was it this one? Yeah, there's the Rex Osprey ETF. We'll have to see what it looks like on tomorrow. I mean, don't forget the first day was like what 53 million on the Bitwise one. Can't remember if it was Bitwise or it was iShares. Can you remember? Don't know. By the way, I think I'm just going to stay alive and get Vern up on here on TikTok as well. Vern, are you joining me tonight? Vern, rather than like come off for the next 25 minutes, I'm just going to stay on like I did last week. Way more fun. Can we get a relief uptrend because of NVIDIA? I mean, NVIDIA has rallied the market a little bit, in fairness. Has rallied the market a little bit. So, so maybe we get a little bit more upside. What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what it is, but I'll have to have a look. Canary Capital, that's it. So obviously the Canary Capital came in and that was actually pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, the only thing was it's not like super crazy. Not like super crazy. So, so yeah, so it's going to be a little bit more like, it's going to be a little bit more annoying, isn't it? But yeah, we'll see. XRP's going to 50 cents, bruh. Shut up, Stardog. No way, bro. No way. Frankel Thompson next week. Yeah, well, I think we've got about 5 or 6. What's the difference between, let's just take a quick, let's see, Canary. Canary Capital under management. What do they do? Just out of interest. Anyone know? What is the total? Oh man, my phone's about to die. I might have to swap you guys to this side. Hold on a minute, TikTok. You guys might have to come to this side. The worst. That is the worst angle in the history of mankind. How can I? Oh, it's gonna be. Hold on a minute, TikTok. There you go. I mean, it's a bit. Look, you'll have to stay there for now. It's kind of annoying. I can't move this. Oh, I can move it a bit further. No, I can't actually. Hold on a minute. Hold on a freaking minute. There we go. That's a bit better, isn't it? Good news. Frankel Temperature is approximately 1.5 trillion assets. Oh, is it? Nice. So yeah. So I know that the Canary Capital is a relatively small player, but yeah. Partnerships with IBM. What's that for? Zcash Juggernaut. What's going on, buddy? Yeah, Zcash has been looking pretty crazy in fairness, and he's actually performing okay. In sharp comparison. Layer 1 quantum resistant. Interesting. I don't know anything. Let's see if we can bring it up. What's it called? QANX. Quants token. Is it this one? $38 million market cap. It's down 3.38%. 68K in volume. I mean, the actual token looks like it's got really... I mean, is it that? It looks terrible. Looks terrible. Michelle Kirby 625, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you. Yeah, Stern going downstairs. Like, okay, Vern, cool. Yeah, so we'll just run straight into Vern's. We'll just run straight into the show afterwards. But yeah, appreciate the heart me's. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you want to hit the like button, that'd be great. Could you peek at AVAX? Ah, bro, I don't want to peek at AVAX. AVAX is terrible. $14.22 on AVAX. It's bad. Toshi, though. I mean, Toshi's been doing pretty well, I think. As has, I think Turbo's been having a bit of a relief rally as well. But yeah, AVAX is getting absolutely hammered. I know the whole market's been bleeding, but AVAX going to $8 or perhaps some juice before. I mean, a little bit. Yeah, Fairground a little bit this morning, not loads. The reality is with AVAX, it should have absolutely performed way better than it has, and it's ended up being an absolute... I mean, AVAX should have pumped to oblivion, to be honest. Let's call it that. But it kind of hasn't. Now, if you believe that maybe, just maybe, we've got an opportunity for a 2026 bull market cycle top, then you kind of go, well, it's fine. I don't even care. I'm bullish. Thanks, Ben. I'm just trying to position you guys in a little bit of a better place. Is that going to sit in there? Oh my God, that is not going to sit in there. That is absolutely not going to sit in there. Right, hold on a minute. Hold on a freaking minute. It's only because I'm going to literally go live again straight after that. Oh, that's better, isn't it? Hey, what's going on, TikTok? There. Ah, yes. This is the future now. Look. There we go. Perfect. All right. Perfect. Although my phone is really struggling with trying to keep it. Dim the screen a little bit. We're on survival mode, baby. Just wait till BlackRock announced partnership with Ripple. I mean, that would be pretty insane. That would be pretty insane. But yeah, Michelle, I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you for joining the stream. I appreciate it. How's World Limit Financial doing? Probably the same as everyone else, really. Down. Asta was actually performing pretty well. It's at 131. World Limit Financial is only down 2.6, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Not the worst thing in the world, to be honest. How long have you been in crypto? 2017 was when I first bought my first ever cryptocurrency. Well, technically a little bit before that. Early part 2017. I'm always bullish, but I bet my kidney on a green candle too, bit. I'm bullish on you, bro. I'm bullish on you. So, where are we at right now? 90,465, which is where we are. Tau, yeah, Tau BitTensor has been doing all right. That's where it is now. Although I do think it's come down quite a bit, hasn't it? Yeah, down 7% on the day. So that is not the one that we want, I don't think. Fat big 4-hour bull div on the RSI. Let's trust the lagging indicator. Let's hope so. Whether it will or not is a different kettle of fish, but I mean, we can always hope, can't we? Right, let me just get rid of the overnight repo debt. we're not super asked about that. Am I charging? Man, my phone is struggling right now. You think we go under 85k 2-bit? Well, so my current, we talked about this earlier on, my current price target for this move down right now as we sit here today is 80. There it is. 87. That was, no, it's a bit lower than that. Hold on a second. 86,600 is kind of where I'm at. I think that's potentially where we get to, which is the 236 Fibonacci from the April move. So, yeah, I think that's where we get to a little bit. Breaking below that, you could argue, you know, I guess if you went down a little bit lower, you know, right now we're kind of holding that 89 range at around the 0.5 Fibonacci if you go a little bit longer. And potentially you come down even lower. 382 Fibonacci, 81, 256. So, yeah, could be pretty painful in fairness. Could be pretty painful. So, we'll see. I mean, we've got to get a bounce. Think about it, right? Nvidia earnings come in. Trump stimulus $2,000 that's going to come out next week. The big question is, what is the Fed going to do? That's the big question. Michelle says, am I in your live today? You can join our live. Yeah, for sure. We're going to start that bit of it in about, well, basically when Vern gets up here. So like 15 minutes. So I'm live right now on YouTube as well. So, but like 15 minutes, then yeah, like come up. That'd be great to have you on the show. I'd love it, actually. Be bullish. Super bullish. Do I follow you, by the way? I do not. But yeah, we can definitely do that for sure. Oops. Oops. I was just going to type something then, and then the whole of YouTube could see what I was typing. 81k is 10% dip from now. Doesn't sound like much, really. I mean, that's kind of true. That's kind of true to a degree. Well, we've kind of bounced on the 0.706 fib if you drag from the bottom week to the top April. The bottom week to the top of April. So are you talking like here to... Man, where is it? Where is it? Are you talking like that? Talking like that. The bouncerino potentially off the 0.5. Oh, weekly, okay. Bam, 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 boom, boom, boom. Aero, Curtis is bullish. Yeah, I still like Aerodrome. I haven't looked at their rewards actually recently. I haven't looked at their rewards, so I don't know how true it is, but yeah, we'll see. Read. Sorry, it's because I'm trying to do about 50 million things at once. The bottom week to the top April 25th, October 25th. So the bottom week of April 25 to the top week of it, October 25. Is that what you're saying? So April here. So you're saying there to October highs, which will be, yeah, which is like there, isn't it? Bitcoin was 88k today 1 year ago, 2-bit. Not much has changed, really. Imagine, yeah, it's wild, isn't it? It's wild. Toshi. Okay, I'll bring Toshi up. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what Toshi's doing. Yeah, link is in the description. We have a full Discord, free Discord, by the way. Get yourself in it, as well as we have it's on my bio as well on TikTok. So if you want to get access to that, definitely check it out. So yeah, I mean, what's Toshi at? 3991, 167. I mean, it's down though, isn't it? I mean, oh, man, it rolled over big time. The last time we looked at this, it had a nice uptrend, but that uptrend has been significantly broken. In fact, pretty much aligned to the BTC price. So yeah, Toshi looks a little bit weak in my opinion. A little bit nervous. Oh man, I can't really do it now because it's all connected and plugged in. It's charging my phone. But yeah, Logitech, get involved. What you should do, Logitech, really is become a channel member. Dead easy. Just head down there, click the join button, and then you get access to our premium Discord, and then you can post all your trades in there. That's what I would say. It's going to cost you about $8 a month to be a legend. Obviously, you don't have to, but I recommend it. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. How's Sneck looking? Let's have a look. Snack is... let's bring up on here, actually. Snack is 1649. So what's that price part? What's that put it at right now? $123 million. The Crypto Man FX with Gathoni, is that? What's going on? I like the fact you just call me the Crypto Man. I love that. Yeah, $123 million market cap, down 2.8%. I mean, look, it doesn't look great. Let's just call a spade a spade. It's kind of back down to this this bottom, which Snack got delisted. Wow. Yeah, I mean, screw Snack. Who the hell would buy that? Come on, Cardano. I thought Cardano was going to be a good one. Turns out that's not the case. Oh, yeah, scammers added me right away. Yeah, I know. It's wild. I got to buy the Discord. No. We got a free version. It's free. It's free to get in the Discord. Is that you that's just joined to it, by the way? Because if it is, I'll make sure that you've got... that I'll take the verification off you. Is that you that's just joined, though? I'm assuming that's you. I'm just going to guess that that's you. Posted in general, my name is Reddit. Yeah, cool. Got you. So yeah, you have been granted access. But yeah, we do have a premium Discord. If you've become a channel member, you can get access to that, trade alerts, all the rest of it. So again, feel free to do it. Okay, there you go. Right. There you go. I see it. So 2 years from now, should be 150K. Well, let's hope so. I'm bullish on that. I am super bullish on it. By the way, if you are also bullish on the market, do give me a quick favor. Tap the like button, hit the subscribe button. Would massively appreciate it. And like some of you absolute legends that are just jumping into the TG, get involved. Not the TG, it's not a Telegram. The Discord, then great to have you there, by the way. Super bullish on you guys. Super bullish. Okay, right. What is going on? Let's get rid of some of these windows. So we're just going to wait. Vern's going to join me on TikTok, which will be fun. So we can get Vern's opinion of the world. I think we can do it on YouTube as well, in fairness. I think we can just say, oh, House is trying to stay positive. Snack just got a loan approved from Cardano to tier 1 listings. Is that true? It's wild, Stardog. That is wild if that's true. So, Snack to 0. Tom Joke says BTC bull or bear. I think we're bearish right now. I mean, loads of people are saying to me, is this a full-blown bear market? I mean, I'm kind of not in that place right now. I mean, hard to say, really. I'll be eating beef and grapes all day surrounded by golden diamonds. Let's get it, Stardog. Let's get it. Don't forget, by the way, smash up the like button to a brand new all-time high. If you haven't, I don't know where that came from. If you haven't already, and like I said, do me a quick favor and give us a little tap on the old screen on TikTok as well. We'd appreciate that. Would be great. So look, 90,253 is the current price of BTC. There isn't super loads that's kind of going on else. It's just, it is what it is, isn't it? UX Link being relisted soon. Nice. Can't wait for XRP to go back to 57 for me to break even and lose my gains. Nah. Yeah, I know. Man, I don't think XRP goes back down to 50 cents. It might go below 50. It might go below $2, 190 maybe. If the market continues to sell off like it is doing, maybe it goes to 190. I don't believe that it'll drop down. Got to think, even the Canary Capital XRP ETF, for example, has already got like a shit ton of... it's already got a load of XRP already. I don't know if you guys are tracking this, but right now you can see here that it has... Where is it? Here. So currently this holds 132.193 million XRP at a current value of just under $300 million. That's in like a week. That's in a week. So if we get, a good one from Bitwise, that could be good news. Let's say they take a couple of 100 million XRP off the market. Great. Being down 25K sucks, yeah. That'll be, I'm assuming that's 25K in unrealized gains versus actually you invested 25K more than you currently sit out, right? Or not? If the Feds don't cut rates next month, is that the nail in the coffin? Not really. I mean, not really. I think it's less about the rate cuts and more about their stance on policy. That's my view a little bit. Because I think rate cuts can be priced in. Look at the last one. That was priced in, like, easily priced in. I bought XRP at, what did I buy it at? Like 37 and 40 cents, something like that. Yeah, Leewood, maybe. I mean, interestingly, when you talk about, lots of people right now are freaking out about, obviously, ETFs, which I think is kind of interesting. Loads of people are freaking out about, Bitcoin ETFs. It's just BlackRock. Now, the fact BlackRock hold a massive bag, I understand that there is obviously significant concern with it. But, I mean, 372, it's a big old sell-off right now. But when you actually look specifically where we are, there was only 1, 2, 3, 4 ETFs that sold Bitcoin today. BlackRock, though, sold more than everything else put together. 5,623. They sold nearly an entire 1% of their entire holdings, which is kind of wild in one freaking day. I got 10,000 XRP at 21p. Juggernaut, that's bullish. Like your style, bro. So, yeah. it's worth thinking about. It's worth noting, but this is kind of where you could let yourself run a little bit right. Like you say, well, okay, why is BlackRock selling so much Bitcoin? Like, why are they selling it like now? Like, do they generally think the market's going to freaking zero? Like, what's the difference between Fidelity and BlackRock? Why did Fidelity buy? Why did BlackRock sell? BlackRock have control of the market, I guess, to a certain degree, whether that's sentiment or actual capital. So, that's kind of where we get to. That is the unfortunate nature of life. But, yeah, maybe, just maybe. It depends on what your asset's in, by the way. If you're in Bitcoin, I think Bitcoin's fine. I think, like I said, I've sold a lot of my fringe coins. I'm still very much in Ethereum. Very much all my Solana's still staked, by the way. Like, I'm still staking Solana. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Not sold any, taken no profits. Wow. Bullish on you, Juggernaut. Is there a way to track all the companies offering XRP ETF holdings and how much they have in reserves? Yes, there is, Robert Dover. Come on, bro. It's me. I got everything you need and more. But I don't know where it is. Where is it? Oh, is it? No, I do. I think it's this. I think it's this, actually. Here you go. Look, bullish. XRP currently valued at 11.5 billion XRP holdings. It's down 3%. And, that's expected. What you've got right now, SBI Holdings, obviously in there. I don't think Canary Capital's on here right now. So that's one that we don't have, but these are what is kind of planned, etc. And then you sort of add the top of it on what you've seen. Stu, no. So Jasmine's a little bit different because Jasmine is it's a little bit like Pepe. Like I'm underwater on Pepe. So I'm a bit like, nah, screw it. I'm just going to hold on to those because actually it's probably not worth me selling. So no. So I still, when I say fringe, I mean like proper fringe coins that I was in. So what did I sell? I sold Aster, and because that was getting to nearly a loss. I probably would have been all right and gained a little bit more. I sold some of my what I would call game day Ethereum. So a lot of DeFi Ethereum. Sold that. What else did I sell? What else did I sell? I sold a couple more. I can't think what they are now. Like Brett. I had a bit of Brett, so I sold that. I don't know, just loads of fringe shit coins, really. So I'm in very, very little in terms of actual DeFi. Obviously, that one I've been talking about, I'm in there. That is an option, Robert Dover, is to then, take the opportunity at the bottom, try and, grab the dip. So, but yeah, that's kind of where I got to. And then those that I think I'm significantly underwater, a bit like whatever, what is the point? Like for example, with Ondo, I'm not super underwater on it, but you kind of go, well, I think it has an upside potential. And I think there's always this bit where the market could kind of come back. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Thanks, mate. I'm about 85% XRP in my total holdings, down over 140k in the last 2 weeks. Gutted, by the way. Still way up, but bought XRP on average 56%. Jesus, 140k, Leewood. You're bullish. Bruh. Thanks, Old House. It was a cough, not a sneeze, though, which is super weird, isn't it? I know it sounded like a sneeze, but it was a cough. Buy more Ondo. TJ knows what it is. VRA done me bad. Yeah, well, look, there's a couple of coins that really punished me a little bit. Equally, I have tried. So I'm in a very good, I'm not going to lie, I'm in a very nice trade. I shorted, I told you guys, I shorted Bitcoin 101,600. I'm still in that short trade. So that's actually doing pretty well. Wasn't super crazy, wasn't super crazy at all, but yeah, it was, holy shit, I just moved the snack price. That's not good. No, did you sell? What the hell? So yeah, so I'm still in a short trade, albeit it's not accounting for my losses, but yeah, I shorted Bitcoin at 101,600. So it's kind of doing okay. It's kind of doing okay right now. Like I said, we'll see where we get to with it. You think Pepe can reach that 0.0005 I hear a lot about? Right now, I don't know what can reach what. I thought Pepe would do well. I mean, that's the thing. That's why this market's so crazy, because there's so many coins that should have performed, so many coins that should have rallied, and yet they didn't. So does that mean the bull market's not over? Jasmine, yeah, I got Jasmine here. It was actually performing okay today, but yeah, it's now at 7-8. Lower range support right now in Jasmine. So yeah, Jasmine is absolutely not looking great. But I still stand by, and I have stood by Jasmine all along. What they're building will probably end up being very valuable in the future. If you're down by any low entry point, I mean, that's true. That's true. And the great thing about, I think about 10 days now I've been taking a little bit off the market. But, what's the stimulus to push the market back up? A big crypto announcement, perhaps. A Fed decision that we're not going to get, really. I mean, if an emergency Fed meeting comes in, the market will absolutely cack its pants, which I think will be it'll be pretty wild out there. But still, the reality is that the market feels like it has unfinished business, but at the same time, we could just see everyone panic and then dump. I was going to see what Aero was doing in terms of their rewards. So I still have got all my Aerodrome staked, partly because it's, oh my God, come on, bro. What the hell? I got Zcash in April at $23, just 1K on it. I mean, still though, bro, holy crap. That's going to be a nice little trade though, that, isn't it? That is going to be a bullish trade for sure. So, Aero, let's see what I haven't checked their reward thing recently. So they're at 16%. Not the greatest number in the world, but hey, still. I need them. See you later. So there we go. Too bad I understand a lot of people don't like Casper, but Binance told Casper they wanted 41 million from Casper in order for a listing, and Jonathan called Binance out on it. Yeah, I saw that. The thing is, the price of Casper is isn't it? Vern, give me 2 seconds, mate. So that's the problem. And do you know what my honest opinion is? I think the hype's gone with Casper right now. So Casper had the opportunity, and I get, it was all the rage, super hyped. Everyone was super crazy bullish on it. Like, they should have absolutely just got on every exchange they could have done. And I know they did things a bit different, but they should have done, in my opinion. 4169. And no one talks about it. Even the mining now on Casper isn't worth it. Like, you can't make it work. Even Alvin, that pays 6 cents on the dollar for his fucking electricity rate, can't make a Casper miner profitable. So, where does it go? That's the challenge right now. That is the challenge right now. Crypto Alpha Crew, my God grown, what? My God, grown adults, by the way, go and invest in stocks and oh dear, I like it. Paul, you are the person I live for. This is why they should never get rid of the internet. People like Paul, are absolutely the reason why the internet should never, ever, ever be restricted. Paul, your opinion sucks. But anyway, welcome, mate. Appreciate the view. Thoughts on Sui? Yeah, I like Sui. Sui's done well. Again, though, their DeFi ecosystem never really took off. It never really kind of got moving. There was a couple of coins, wasn't there? Lofi, I think, was one that people were talking about. But yeah, 157. Holy shit. Like, that thing's down. But yeah, it's yeah, I do like Sui, by the way. Again, though, the age-old question is, why would people use it, and what difference is it going to make? So yeah, we'll see. We will see. Right, Vern, I just sent you an invite. Let's get Vern up here. By the way, don't forget old Vernerino, although he's not coming on the stream, which is a bit annoying, but anyway. Man, I've never seen crypto this boring. Nadar. Whoa, that's a direct reflection of me, bro. What the hell do you mean? I try and make it exciting every time I come on. Cardano too, but who knows, right? Yeah, who knows a Cardano? Let me tell you. 45 cents, buy the dip. Who knows with Cardano? Maybe it's a play, maybe it's not a play. That is the big question. So yeah. Oh, thanks. 41 million is a bit much. Isn't that a bit much? Was it actually 41 million? I did see the tweet that he put out. I didn't think it was 41 million. Maybe it was, by the way. I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, but it is wild. That is ridiculous. But they've got a captive market. I mean, Jesus, if you're here in 2021, there was $1 million listing for, what was it called? Terrarium or whatever the hell it was, and it all went, tits up after that. Let's see. Casper. Binance. Yeah, I did send you a request, Vern. One sec. Yeah. There we go. Where is it? What's going on, Vern? Yeah, I can hear you. I can't see you, but I can hear you. Yeah, I can't find the Binance thing anyway, in fairness. Maybe it was before here, but yeah, I didn't think it was 41 million. I thought it was a bit less than 41 million. Oh, here it is. Is it this one? Casper. You screenshot that, Vern. What the hell? What are you doing? Jonathan co-founder calls out Binance to bring Cypherpunk back. Yeah, so I don't think it specifically says a number, doesn't it? Maybe I'm missing. Anyway, Vern's in the house. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys see him. 1 second. 1 second, chat. Hold on a minute. Look, let's go full screen. There he is. Look, everybody. There's Vern. Woo! Give us a wave, Vern. There he is. Look, chat. There's chat, Vern. Although I don't think you can really see him, can you? Hold on a minute. Superhuman eyes. Sidecoin in the building. Yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. I mean, I'm definitely better than the market is. I think that's fair to say. Is Coinbase going to participate in a rug pull on Mon? Man, do you think it's going to be a rug pull? Sidecoin! Thanks so much. Man, why do you think Monad's not going to be a rug pull? What the hell? What? It'd be pretty wild, wouldn't it? True. That is true. Join the free Discord and got spammed by bot for. Yeah, that's nothing to do with me, though. That is just the life on Discord. I can't control that. What I can confirm, by the way, is that there is no one in our Discord that has my name because I vet every single individual that comes into the Discord. So I know categorically that if anyone is called 2-bit in the Discord, other than me, they get launched. So it's just the nature of literally joining a Discord, unfortunately. It's like Telegram. We did this experiment on Twitter, didn't we? Like you type 2-bit crypto on Twitter. There's about 20 of me. By the way, this is the real one. This is the real one. Yeah, I just realized I can actually put chat over here, so I can talk to you and see YouTube chat as well. The only difference is I have to look here for YouTube, and I'm looking here for you. But yeah, give us your thoughts on the market there, man. Give us your view. Everyone, I mean, it's not often we hear Mr. Vern, so I'm sure everyone is curious. And like I said, we got, we're still holding up like 60, 65 people on YouTube. We got like 30 odd people here on TikTok as well. So yeah, tap the screen, everybody. Share us out. Let's get things moving and cooking. We've got the one and only Mr. Crypto Vern in the house. So yeah, give us your thoughts. Yeah, it's it is pretty wild in fairness. I am trying to get Vern to be a bit louder for you guys, but it's gonna get weird because I'm like super Nadar says they can't hear you. Okay, try that.
Yeah, well, why don't you two just come over to TikTok because YouTube time is basically over.
My YouTube time, well, yeah, that is true actually. My YouTube time is up by 4. Well, why not? We'll keep YouTube going at the same time. Vern needs to speak nearer to being.
Oh, we can't hear. Oh my gosh.
The only thing is, like, Vern's here. Look, I can see him on the. We can see it on the YouTube thing, but I'm super close to this now. But I think everyone can hear you a little bit. Can you all hear him?
Can everybody hear me?
Vern needs to speak nearer to the. Yeah, I mean it's fine. I can hear. Yeah, I'm fine. What do I think about Severium? I have no idea about Severium. Crypto Puppets link here and fine. Okay, it's you guys then.
What is it anyway?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm assuming it's a project. So send me a DM and I'll take a look at it. But yeah, I mean the manipulation debate is very, very interesting, and I want to believe that it's genuinely manipulated.
For sure.
It's an interesting concept. I mean, the fact that you've got BlackRock dumping the amount we did today, I mean, is kind of insane. And you've got so much macro headwind. The Trump thing, though, that's the weird thing, isn't it? That is the weird thing. Bits Plays, dead quick one. I had Michelle Kirby came in. Is that the one from the group we're in or not? I need to know, because when I looked at them, they weren't following me. So I'm a bit like, maybe it's them or not. But and if you want to come up, by the way, if anyone wants to come up, request, we'll get you up here. Just remember, you're on YouTube as well, all right? Guys, remember, do not get my YouTube channel demonetized, massive choppers.
Yeah, definitely don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for the Go Populars, though. That does help out, by the way. So, yeah, keep smashing the like button if you're all bullish. But, yeah, I mean, the potential of a manipulated market could be a thing. I mean, that could be a thing. It's weird that BlackRock dumped. It's weird that certain, markets are dumping. It's weird that we're denying job data, which doesn't make any sense at all. Like, very interesting, if you ask me. Razor said, "Sir, can you tell me about GigaChad coin? Isn't that just a random meme coin?"
Yeah, it's the meme coin that's on Solana. I mean, but as far as meme coins, I mean, if Bitcoin is at 90,000, we shouldn't even be really talking about meme coins, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like people are like going into. I mean, okay. Okay, GigaChad is up 60% on the day. So yeah, I mean, fair play. Would I buy it? Absolutely not. Chat, look at this. What do you think? What do you think of GigaChat? Chat.
But you already know, you and I both know why it's. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's no way on this earth I'd be buying that. I mean, it's literally just had a massive green pump, which means that somebody's probably trying to manipulate the price of it. Look at the chat. Yeah, would definitely not be getting involved in GigaChad coin. $65 million market cap, though, which is wild. 8 million in volume. Yeah, that's just got, that is manipulated, like 100%. She's not in, fair enough. Calamari, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Keep sharing the stream out. We appreciate it. Just get a few more people in. Holmes, why are you not on YouTube? What's happened, bro? Holmes has ditched me. Can you believe that? Rich says Trump is the close thing we have to Nero in the generation for many reasons. Maybe. Here we go. Look who's just jumped in, Vern. Can you see that or not? Because it's hidden at the minute. I'm going to approve it. There you go. Can you see what it is? Hey, 2-bit of Big Vern. Great stream as always. Everyone push the like button. What's going on, Suey Live Token?
Suey Live said, hey, 2-bit, hey, Big Vern. Great stream as always. Everyone push that like button. Appreciate it. Thank you. We got Sitecoin in the house.
Sitecoin's getting bullish, yeah. Definitely not, man. Just back from my amigos. I don't even know what that means.
He's from visiting his friends.
What do you mean, Holmes? We're your friends. If you're in crypto, you don't have any friends. What are you talking about? That's why me and Vern speak to each other every day. Anyway.
Yeah. I mean, but like I said, when you ask that question, I think it's like we said, manipulation, of course. And then it's a combination of the ETFs, and then you have BlackRock. Is that tied into the ETFs of why they're selling right now? Or people getting scared? It's just so many things that plays into this. And plus, also, our president, he can't get along with the Fed chair. And it sounds like he may get replaced in December. So, it's just so many variables.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think you're right. Let's start a poll because I don't know how it works really, but let's do this. This is super nice.
Part about it though, that noise messed me all the way up.
For my keyboard.
said BlackRock wasn't for nothing at the XRP party. XRP, like I always say about XRP is going to be one of the most craziest, insane tokens you ever see, or it can be one of the biggest disappointments ever if everything doesn't line up. That's what a lot of tokens.
I mean, that's definitely true. What's going on, Kev? Good to see you, man. So yeah, I mean, the debate on the Jerome Powell situation could be interesting. I mean, will he replace him? I mean, I think he could. I mean, it's interesting. Job data is going to come out after the FOMC meeting. He won't replace him before then, but I mean, if Powell doesn't cut in December, like, it'll be wild.
Yeah, he's really going to try and probably remove him seriously, because it's like, why are you doing this at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you jealous of his real world friends? Yeah, I am. Shouldn't have any outside of us.
Like, who are you really working for?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the insane bit, isn't it? And I think it'll always come back to as well. Prior to the recent election, they cut rates twice, didn't they? Prior to that, and in a time when they probably shouldn't have been cutting rates, and in a time when there was definitely a concern of spiking inflation, and they cut interest rates then. So you're kind of like, oh, okay. Which I think is probably why Trump's been such a view of like getting him out, because he will absolutely believe that he plays for the other team more. Do you know what I mean? He bats for the Democrats in some respects, given the fact that he's not, you know, I mean, he's cut a few times now. What have we had, like 2, maybe?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I think you're right.
So,
What is he talking about, Blake? What's Blake talking about?
So there's a couple of people that might join, basically. So yeah, we'll see if we get anyone in. Like I say, if anyone does want to come up, just I think everyone can request. I might shut the YouTube stream out though, because I can't move in here. I literally can't move. It's like the most annoying thing in the world. So bear with me. Vern, take it away while I just leave while I just exit YouTube. Right, everybody on YouTube, all 60 of you, thank you so much for watching. We're moving over to TikTok. All right, so if you want to grab some of that, come over. You'll find me over there with none other than Crypto Vern. We appreciate you guys. And yeah, back tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. UK time. Don't miss it. It's going to get bullish. And yeah, once again, don't buy GigaChad coin. Absolutely not. Right, catch you guys in TikTok or tomorrow. Thank you so much.